Hey guys, this is Savant Strike from Badger and Blade and StraightRazorPlace.com. Just making a video of me stropping a razor with my strops. The equipment today is as follows: a Tony Miller horsehide Latigo combination, as well as a custom strop that I made myself. I don't know if you can see it from this angle, but if you look closer, strop has kind of a face. This was actually my first strop that I made. It's loose compression horsehide, which is a bit unusual. Most people go for the heavier compression stuff. This stuff has sort of a velvety, buttery-like draw. It's sort of in between Latigo and hard horse, and I actually really enjoy that. I find that it puts a great edge on the blade in a pretty big hurry, which is nice because you know, we all like stropping, but after about 100 passes it gets kind of old. So that's strop head of there. And sort of the warm-up part here is my Tony Miller, again, heirloom strop. I love these things. Linen with white rouge, followed by cotton, no rouge, just unpasted. This is my stropping setup. It's a little bit more complicated than some, but I find that this leaves an edge on a blade for many months at a time that's really nice. It comes off of my Kita, 30,000 grit roughly, Waterstone, really sharp, and it stays really sharp. And the equipment here is a 6/8 full hollow ground Hibbert, Spencer & Bartlett razor made in Germany. It's pretty beautiful if you ask me. I know some people don't like the patina. I could throw it on the buffer and get rid of that, but frankly, I think it kind of shows its character and its age, because this razor is from the late 1800s. I think she looks pretty good for over 100 years old, but maybe that's just me. You're going to notice that I might have a little slack in the blade when stropping. That's because I'm stropping at an angle here, or, excuse me, slack in the strop. It's because I'm stropping at an angle because someone, not me, lost the tripod, and it's making it a little bit more difficult than normal for me to strop. So I'm just going to go ahead and strop. I usually go between 10 and 20 passes on the linen, but in this case I've actually already stropped this blade not too long ago, i.e. less than an hour ago. So I'm going to go a little light on those passes because too many passes on pasted will actually dull the edge. But usually I do between 10 and 20 of those. And again, the cotton actually sort of absorbs any compound that's actually still on the blade. I don't really paste the strop a lot, but if there is any, the cotton absorbs that. So again, I do about 10 to 20 on that. Don't hit that too hard or you'll dull the blade. The next part I usually go with is the Latigo here. Just rub it a little bit, get some oil from your hand in there. Keep it nice and supple for many generations to come. Again, I don't need to do a ton of passes because I already did some, but you know, usually between 20 to 50 passes, depending on the blade, depending on my mood, depending on whether or not it needs it. In this case, it doesn't. It's kind of hard to show this, but sort of the motion, it's never edge leading like you see in the movies. It's spine leading. Of course, you do the spine up, and in this case I use 2-inch straps, so good technique is more important than normal. You sort of go forwards like this, and as you're going forwards, you move it, the edge, towards the edge so that you get the whole width of the blade, because it's 3 inches wide. Then you flip it, and then you go back the other way, and you do that, of course, until you're done. Same thing. Rub the smooth compression horsehide here. Get some hand oils in there. Lasts forever. I really love this strop. It's not the prettiest strop in the world. One of these days I'm going to make one that, you know, it'll look prettier, but you know what? It does a really great job for what it does. Again, I don't need to do too many passes because this razor is already sharp. And I usually, if I really feel like it, I'll go on to the smooth horse. That gives me maybe a little bit more of a feeling of an edge than the regular horse. I can't know, this thing's already sharp, so how much I really need to do. Oh yes, by the way, I highly recommend that if you have a closet that you can do this to, you put a nice eye bolt in this case there's a 2x4 behind this wood paneling. This thing is not going anywhere. I can pull on this thing and keep the strops as taut or as limp as I'd like without any kind of problems. I haven't seen anybody else do that. It's really nice. You close the door. If you have a significant other that's not really too happy about the idea of strops hanging out in the middle of the room or whatever, I don't have that problem, but if I did, again, out of sight, out of mind, but they're right there when you need them. You have to sell the house or whatever, they come right out and, you know, put a little putty in there or whatever, but honestly, who takes a look at the bathroom? If you can see the shirt on the floor, my apologies. Just took a shower. I'm pretty lazy. College student. Don't really need to say much more than that. Now I'm going to try to show you, sort of give you an idea of how sharp this is. My arm hair is pretty thin, which makes it difficult to cut, but hopefully you can hear this. That little pinging sound. Now if it's really sharp you won't even hear the pinging sound, but I just ran that across my arm hair and then got a little bit there. You can see it's really sharp. I mean, people are like, oh, won't you slit your throat or something? But to be honest with you, you want it to be sharp like that because it's really enjoyable when it's sharp, and you won't slit your throat. You'll get a great shave, and you'll actually want to do it again. So I hope you enjoyed that video. Maybe one of these days I'll make another one when I can find a better tripod or find the tripod. And this is Savant Strike signing off.